Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and as usual I got some cool stuff to share with you, actually some really cool stuff to share with you. I picked out just kind of a few items to show. I've got a whole nother week's worth of stuff over to my left, but very importantly we're going to start out with the latest in the surplus goodies. This is a surplus goodies / LBE exclusive, Auto World exclusive, square body Chevy, and we got the latest in the Barn Finds series. So far there have been 3 releases prior to this. We've got now the 4th release from Towing It to Showing It, and this time they're doing it for Kentucky. So this is the Kentucky Barn Finds. These were sent to me by my good friend Jimmy at Surplus Goodies, or he is Surplus Goodies, really. But yeah, so we got classic, the dirty one, and then the fully restored truck. This time they went with a 74 Chevy Silverado Fleet Side, and it's got the newly tooled cowl hood, which debuted on the last Barn Find. And that is a Surplus Goodies exclusive tool. For right now. I know he's got exclusive rights to it for a limited time, I believe, this cowl hood. But not only did he send me these 2 trucks, he also sent me the pin. I know pins are all the rage these days, so he sent me the pin. And he sent me 2 stickers. And he sent me the chase. The Ultra Red. Booyah. Limited to 104 pieces. Oh, very, very, very cool, and so cool that he supports my channel, being able to send this to me. It's really, really fantastic, because this is going to be an expensive one to get on the secondary market. If you're going after eBay for this, this is going to be ridiculous. So, very, very cool. Jimmy's a great guy, but anyway, I am super stoked to get these 3 trucks. The pin's cool, the stickers are cool, but obviously this is the thing that helps me the most, is getting this chase car checked off the list right away. And of course we're going to open these. We're going to take a real close look at them. I'm super stoked for that. That is the main event of this episode for sure. So I also got this from him. Tarmac Works Global 64. This is one that I purchased from him. The Vertex Sylvia S14 in green. This is a new Global 64, I think, tooling from Tarmac Works. I don't really understand how they're doing this. They've got like, so Vertex must be maybe the people that actually made the tooling. No, it's Tarmac tooling. I don't know what's going on. I just don't know. I get confused when Tarmac does like these, collaborations as to who owns what and what the deal is. I guess, I don't know if this really is even a collaboration with Vertex. I guess I should just stop talking. I don't know what it's about. It's a green car. It looks cool, and we're going to take a look at it outside of the package. So hopefully you enjoy that. All right. We're going to follow that up with, I got one thing off of eBay. Right there. It's a Mercury Cougar. What's special about it? Well, you'll just have to check it out in the second half of the video to find out even what brand it is, if you're not recognizing what brand it is. Defunct brand in diecast. Well, not really defunct brand in diecast, but as far as 1/64 scale goes, they don't release anything, but this thing is sweet. And I've talked about them before. All right, and then I did a trade with Diecast Connoisseur on the Instagram. And really, I just was trying to kind of help him out with some Auto World stuff that he didn't have. I actually went into my vault, my Auto World vault, and he had a few holes left in his collection for regular releases, not chases, that he needed to fill. And I'm like, if I got more than 2 of these, yeah, that's how crazy I am, right? I will entertain trading them off. It's hard for me to depart with them, even if I have like 5 of one Auto World. For some reason, that's the only one that I really care about my duplicates very much, and I hang on to them. Whatever. Anyway, so he just had a couple of things that he wanted to give me for that, and I was like, sure, it's fine. I didn't really want to get picky about it. I just, He gave me an Inno 64 Toyota, and then a Hobby Japan Honda, both in white. Both pretty cool. We're going to pop these off the base and all that stuff, take a close look at them. And then we got, from American Diorama and Miho, we got Bikini Car Wash Girls. Pretty sweet, right? Anyway, just some 1/64 scale figures. This will be cool too because, you know, we'll get them washing on the Surplus Goodies vehicle. It's kind of interesting. They took a Auto World square body and put it on the back here, and it is a Miho exclusive Auto World square body. It's just funny that they didn't like credit Auto World at all. I don't know if that matters, but anyway, I was just kind of funny. So that square body's on the back there. So we'll check those ladies out. And then the other thing is I got some new Matchbox. So I think this is a brand new Matchbox case. It might be the first one for 2021. We're in 2022. Or it's the last one for 2021. I have no clue. No idea. You know, but some cool cars were in this case, and probably the star of the show is going to be this 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Very, very neat. And then another one that people are probably going to go after is going to be the 2018 Dodge Durango. I believe this is a new tooling, so this is pretty cool as well. Both of these in black, they're debuts. I think this is a brand new tooling. We'll find out in a minute. This is a weird one. The 1949 Curtis Sport Car. I believe this is a brand new tooling too. We'll find out when we open them up, judging by copyright dates. The 2019 Volkswagen Beetle convertible in orange. Not super excited about that one. The orange almost matches the card. The NYPD 2016 Ford Interceptor utility. The Nissan Hardbody. Like that casting, that's a cool one. And Mazda Miata MX-5. And lastly, the 2011 Mini Countryman. There's that right there. All right, that's all we got to show you. So I'm really stoked to get into those Auto World square bodies here. The white one just looks sick. That might be the best like restored release so far. Well, let's just, let's flip it around. Let's take a look at them. Let's talk about it there. All right, stay tuned. All right, so again, we're going to start with Surplus Goodies, Diecast, and more, and also LBE exclusives. LBE exclusives, by the way, LBE, here we go. It's a Facebook group. So I, joined that group on Facebook. That's all I can say about that. A lot of cool stuff comes through that group, including like the LBE exclusive Greenlight Fox Body Mustangs and stuff like that. They do a few different things, and I believe Jimmy's been kind of involved in it for a long time. But anyway, you should definitely check it out. We can read the back of this card if you want. Latest installment of the Barn Finds collection. I don't know what state they're going to do next. I'm hoping for a Wisconsin. That would be cool. Although they'd have to definitely, tool in some more, some rust holes, some more weight reduction, especially in the frame area. So very, very cool. So we got guy's card right here. Of course, check out Surplus Goodies on, all the things, the Instagrams, the Facebook, the eBay, and sgexclusives.com, where you will see these exclusive trucks for sale. And then, of course, stickers. We got stickers. That's really cool. It's a sticker of the white one. So they gave me 2 of these stickers. That's awesome. And then we got the pin. That's very cool, too. I'm going to keep this one package. I've got this one, too, from Alabama, Barn Finds. So I do have that one from the last release. We're just going to hang on to these. And then we got the actual trucks. What should we start with? Let's start with the unrestored version, and then we need something to cut this packaging open. So these come similar to like a Mio exclusive or whatever. They're going to be clamshell packaged, so plastic, and then so they do require scissors. And again, they're brand new. Looks like they were actually produced back in September. At least the packaging was. We'll check out the date on the thing. My guess is these things got stuck on a boat somewhere. You know, supply chain issues. We're all familiar with that. With that, what's going on with all that. So we all get it. Things are taking a long time. Stuff that was supposed to come out in 2020, 2021 is coming out in 2022 now. Everything is delayed. Everything, you know, it's just a big old mess. Hopefully that improves in some time. You know, it would be great, but it's all right. It's all right. Slowing down sometimes isn't all that bad. It's probably bad for business, but, I mean, it's a little bit better in our pocketbooks, right? When we have so much good die-cast to choose from. This thing looks just awesome. So very, very cool. The rust pattern on this one, I didn't get out the other ones because I didn't want to do like a full video where we rehashed the other ones. What I will say is, I mean, I've done videos for all of these surplus goodies. You can go back and check them out. They're all amazing. This one is going to definitely be a contender for my favorite, though. And the rust is just extreme on this one. All that surface rust on the truck, because this was supposed to be originally like a white truck. We got a tailgate that's falling down here that's easily fixable. I'll mess with that. Casper, as you can see. I do like how the bed is actually brown, which is good. Take a look at the base there. We can get a production date. So yeah, these were produced in September. So they took a while to get here. And of course, this is going to have an opening hood. I don't know. This might be the best one. From a rust standpoint, how this thing looks, it looks absolutely fantastic. You know, maybe actually storing it with the bed down might actually be appropriate. Maybe it won't stay up. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it doesn't go. Anyways, if you had a lot of these trucks, you know that sometimes these don't. You got to play with the bumper a little bit to get it to be tighter. And we're just going to leave it at that for now. Very cool. There's that cowl hood. This thing's going to take absolutely fantastic pictures. I will guarantee that. I'll have to photo shoot these. I'll probably try to do all the rusty ones together maybe and do something cool, some sort of photography session with that, you know, with my smartphone. And try to get these to look as cool as possible with my camera ability. But I think we can get some cool shots, and these will look really cool together, all the different rusty ones. Super awesome. So yeah, again, these are available on Surplus Goodies. This is just absolutely fantastic. Really cool release. And then the regular one is definitely, I think, the best regular color one. Like regular, I shouldn't say regular, restored, right? That stark white with the black rims looks absolutely fantastic in package. Let's see how it looks out of package. And of course, we got to open it. Check that out. Production number, again, is really low on these. It's 2016 each. So not many of them are made. So I would definitely suggest you get them while you can. For any hobby exclusive, really, of these trucks, you should get them while you can if you want them. And these are definitely worth having. If you want them, you get them, because it's just later on, and of course they're a square body, so it's extremely popular casting. This thing is gorgeous. Oh my. This is a great release of this truck. It looks fantastic. Dude, I gotta say, of the restored versions, this is the best. This is the best one, for sure. It's the coolest looking. I'm not a huge black rim guy, but when it's a white car with black rims, it just looks absolutely, or truck, whatever, it looks absolutely fantastic, and this qualifies. Dude, that looks awesome. That's easily, and usually I'm just a big fan of the rusty stuff. This, you know, like the rusty stuff usually totally trumps the regular one just because, or the regular, I keep saying regular, I mean restored. Usually the rusty one completely trumps that. I'm always way more excited about the unrestored one versus the restored one, but I gotta say this restored one is just a really cool addition to the Square Body Auto World collection. If you're collecting these square bodies, this is one you're definitely gonna have to get. It looks great. I mean, that's undeniable, right? That looks absolutely fantastic. All right, so we have to do it. I'm like honestly reluctant sometimes about opening these, but we have to do it. I got an Ultra Red here, and it's scary to do this because there's only 104 of them out there. Okay, there's not a lot of these out there. But you guys know that I open everything, and the only way we're going to really appreciate the difference between this one and the other one is going to be if we open it, right? I mean, I have to open it. All the rest of mine are open. I have Ultra Reds for each one of these releases, and and we got to go ahead and we got to do it. Here we go. Okay, all right, at first glance, we can definitely tell it's got red tires. So the other interesting thing that this Ultra Red kind of gives away about how the vehicle is constructed is you can see right here, where we have some little extra. So these vehicles, when they make these are almost wrapped. What I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of pushing it back underneath the fender. So I think this normally would have been like trimmed off, and it's still kind of sticking out there. So I'm just going to slide that back in or trim it off. There we go. So yeah, red tires, we know that. It's got a red interior, and the remaining differences are a bit subtle on this. So definitely you can see some red showing through right here, although it's very, very dusty red, and that is not present on here. So these are a different like graphic almost. Very interesting way to do this. Yeah, same on the other side. As you can see there, a little bit more red. It's almost like it's got like a brown primer that's like showing through. Interesting. There's not really much ultra red on it, but it is considered an ultra red because it is a chase. The hood looks pretty much the same. The roof looks pretty close to the same, but it has got a little bit more of that red there. It's almost like they made the ultra red be one that's a little bit more far gone than this one. Maybe because like the white paint is almost like gone, so it's almost like through to the primer. It's almost what it looks like, and then that red interior. Again, these are super limited pieces, very, very limited. I am happy to get one. I have to go and get a carded set of these now because I don't have a carded set. Usually I try to get both. I try to get the loose ones, get a loose one and a carded set for these, and I'm missing a carded set for this one, and I think I'm still missing a carded set for one of the other ones yet too. So I'm gonna have to fix that so I can have. These are ones that I think are definitely worth snagging two sets if you want a loose one and a carded one. I mean, I'm not going to get two sets of the red, obviously. That's going to break the bank, but one is, I'm definitely happy with one. So very interesting. So they got the dirt on the red tires there. This one is a little knobby. It looks like we got some flashing on the rim. That's pretty common with some of these Auto World rims. It's easily fixable. You just got to go in and surgically remove a little bit of plastic underneath this tire, which I may or may not do. I might do it eventually, maybe before taking pictures of it. But very, 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 very cool. So again, thank you so much, Jimmy, for being supportive of my YouTube channel. You know, I'm a little guy, and it's really nice to get supported, you know, by a hobby dealer. It's great. Good feeling. All right. Very, very cool. All right. Next is Tarmac Vertex Sylvia S14. Again, this is also purchasable from Surplus Goodies. Interesting packaging for this one. Global 64, not coming in a clamshell. Totally fine with that, by the way. Just a box, which is great. So Global 64, I've been a big fan of if Tarmac works. We'll see if this one is... What the hell? Oh. Why? Why'd you do that? Is that needed? Is that necessary? To screw it to the plastic bubble? I guess so. Alright. So not an acrylic case, but it is screwed down. And here is the tooling. Looks pretty cool. In green. Global 64 is cool. They roll and all that good stuff. Usually don't have any like parts you have to worry about falling off. They have metal bases, metal bodies. If that's important to you, that's there. Well done on the rear lights on this one. That looks really good. You know, well done on the front of the car too. This is a great little tooling. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. And it's in green, which is all right. I'll definitely get this in another color, I think. This isn't my favorite color, but I had to get an example of it just because it's brand new tooling right away. So I thought I would get it and check it out right away. But I'll get this in another color, for sure. Maybe a white one. Yeah, maybe white. I think one of those is coming out. All right, so yeah, we'll check that out. And I recommend it if you like that car. And then next we'll take a look at this real quick. Another really cool tooling. This is a Ertl American Muscle. I got this loose off of eBay. It's not perfect, but it is a really cool tooling. I've got a couple different examples of it. I have this one in blue. I think I've got one in orange, and I've got one in black. And I've got this one in blue. Dude, Ertl did a great job on these when they put these out. These are all little separate little plastic pieces. I've talked about these before being really cool toolings. That gas tank in the back actually covers up the screw that holds together the casting. It snaps in. They have opening trunks, which, you know, whatever. They have opening hoods with very detailed engine bays. Separate pieces for up front. Separate piece for the rear, including the taillights. Separate piece for the spoiler. It's a little off. Not exactly level, but that's okay. And really, really neat. You can take these things all completely apart if you want to. They're the gas tank snaps off. There's a screw under there. The front, like, suspension / like oil pan, whatever transmission thing, all this stuff actually snaps out, and there's a screw under here, and the whole casting will come apart. But this actual, like, the exhaust and everything, this is all a separate component. It's actually not part of the base. You can move it around. So they tried to make these cars as close to 118 scale quality in a 164 scale that you possibly could, and I think they definitely kind of accomplished that. It doesn't have opening doors. That would be the only other thing, but to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of opening parts when you see panel gaps and stuff like that. I'd much rather have them closed, but as you can tell by this, they've done a very good job, especially on the trunk. Like, you can almost barely tell that even opens looking at it. The hood, you can definitely tell it opens, especially the gap down here. And they got rubber tires too. That's another good thing. And they just have they have very limited tooling catalog that they have come out with back in the day. And I don't even know when these came out because I wasn't collecting then. But very, 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 very cool. All right, moving on. Got to keep her moving. Let's look at this Inno. Inno 64 has been a brand I've been liking more and more and more the more I get them. I don't know when this one came out. All I can tell you about Inno, and I don't know when this came out, but it seems like the newer stuff is better than the older stuff. Customized retro livery Toyota 86. It's supposed to look like an A86 or whatever. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get it off the base and check it out. This one, no rolling for this one. I think a lot of the newer Inno toolings roll. So no rolling, plastic base, Gulliver 64. I don't know what that means. there's so many like different little brands and things and stuff. I have no clue what's going on. I just know I like some cars, and I think this is a pretty good example of this car, of the 86. I didn't have any real good examples 1/64 scale of this particular vehicle, so I thought this would be kind of a cool one to have, and now I got it. So pretty neat. They got the reflective thing for like a sticker for the side mirrors. That's a cool touch. Overall quality looks really good. It's a static display car. It's not something you're going to roll around because obviously it doesn't really roll. I mean, they roll in there kind of. You could probably play with this, unscrew it and stuff like that and get these things to actually roll. But I think you'd sacrifice some stance for that, and who wants to do that, right? How often are you going to actually sit there and play with these? So, but pretty cool. Not bad. Hobby Japan. I got a love-hate relationship with Hobby Japan. I just think, I mean, they're well detailed. I just think they're expensive for what you get, in my opinion, and sometimes they're not done all that well. So this CRX is brand new to me. I don't think I've got a version of this. I'm kind of peeking over at my limited selection of these. You know, oddly, I'm looking at my Hobby Japan selection from over here, but there's one thing I can tell you is all the cars I have are white except for two. And this will fit right in then. And that's not done on purpose. I don't know. Most of the ones I've acquired, actually, I haven't really even got on purpose. They just kind of either got sent to me or whatever. I mean, I bought a couple of them. Let's get this unscrewed from the base. I mean, they definitely put out some cool stuff. And some of them are really, really neat. The first one I got was like a Prelude or whatever. That thing was super cool. Or Integra or whatever it was. I don't remember, but I remember it being cool. And this is pretty decent. And it sort of rolls. You got inserted details for headlights. You got an inserted thing for the back here, CRX. They're just expensive. The Hobby Japan stuff is pricey. And it is plastic base. You know, these are like TLV prices, if not more expensive in some cases. So I just think what you get for the price maybe not as good. You guys let me know what your opinion is on Hobby Japan. I'd be curious to know what you think about them compared to other premium brands. So, I mean, Inno's up there too in price. You know, they're up there as well. So I just think maybe you get a little bit more with the Inno, more like details and stuff. I mean, really, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's just so many cool premium brands out there these days that are making some really neat stuff. It's like impossible to keep track of it all. Impossible to collect even everything that you like, because if you're a car fan, if you like cars, and you're not like married to one particular type of car. Well, this thing really rolls when you put some pressure on it. There's just so many neat things to collect. So there's that CRX, pretty decent. So all we got left, we got the Diorama girls. We'll look at those last, but let's get through the Matchbox. We'll start with the Mini Countryman. So we'll start with that. It's going to kind of set these down. This is not a new tooling. I don't really care about all that much. I'm not a huge Mini guy. Copyright date 2018. My buddy Crazy Todd probably digs this one. He drives a Mini. Sticking with little cars, let's do the Volkswagen. I like the Volkswagen old school Beetles. Not a huge fan of the newer Beetles, but I had to get her anyway. And this bright orange, this is copyright date 2019. So I think this came out last year, was the debut of this tooling. Not bad. Kids have made their way downstairs now, so you might hear some extra noise. And then we got the Nissan Hardbody D21. Cool casting. This has been out for... There's a couple different versions have been out of this already. Copyright date 2019. So last year, I think, the casting debuted. And I think we've had 2 versions of it so far. Maybe 3. I think this is the 3rd. Not sure. 2016 Ford Interceptor Utility. Cool. This one is a 2018 copyright date. I think I have a couple versions of this. We're gonna get to the new toolings last. Let's do this Miata. I think this came out like last year or the year before, or something like that. Let's take a peek. Copyright date 2015. Maybe it's been out for a while. My bad. Time is a flying though. Yeah, decent little design for that one. Front end looks really cool. The graphics in the front. Its headlights look great. Nothing on the back. I would say that Matchbox does the best job at the printed headlight. For sure. In comparison to Hot Wheels or pretty much anything else. All right. And here's this weird thing. This 1949 Curtis sports car. I know nothing about this. Nothing about this actual car. This has got to be a new tooling. And copyright date is 2021. So yes, it definitely is a brand new tooling. It's a great color. Ultra reddish. Tan interior. The chrome stripe, of course, across the side here is actually the plastic piece that makes up the bumpers. That is a cool feature. This thing is neat. What do you guys think about that? Curtis. Well, hi, Kurt. I'm not aware of who you are. I've never seen one of these before, ever. I don't know anything about them. I don't know even what country they would have been made in. No idea. Sorry, Kurt. My guess is it has to be, with a name like Curtis, it's probably either going to be, over here, or in the UK, maybe. I don't know. Curtis? No idea. Somebody will comment in the comments down below and will give us a full education, I'm sure, and I'm actually grateful for that. So thank you to whoever does that. Next is the Dodge Durango. Wango Tango Dodge Durango in black. Looking all right. Out of like the modern like SUVs from like Ford, GM, and Dodge, I definitely am siding with the Dodge on the best looking. I think the Durango, the newer Durangos are probably the best looking of those three. I'd give Ford second place, and I would give the GM ones last. The big Chevy Tahoes, I just think they're ugly. I mentioned that in the last video, or the last Greenlight unboxing video, I think, or something. Anyway, pretty cool. Does this have an interior or not? I don't think it does. This window is as dark as you're going to have a window. You can't see through it. So my guess is this thing does not have an interior tooled in it. And there's no way I don't think there's an interior in here. Somebody probably knows the correct answer, but yeah, very good job on the details. Otherwise, it's $1 car, guys. It's $1. Matchbox does the best for $1. Just admit it. Admit it, you Hot Wheels fans. Hot Wheels is great too. Matchbox for bang for the buck. Obviously, unless you find a super treasure in the wild. Bang for your buck from a quality die-cast replica sake. Come on, you got to give it up to Matchbox. This thing's sweet. So, 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. This would be undoubtedly popular. Maybe not Hot Wheels popular, but definitely popular. And it looks awesome. And they give this one inserted details. Well, sort of inserted details for headlights. It's part of the window piece. But I'm going to say, yes, they did a great job. This is fantastic. We're going to see an auto world of this car sometime soon. And I'm excited for that. But this is a nice little $1 model. And you can't argue with the quality for a buck. I say it every time I open up Matchbox, right? Anytime I see a new case of Matchbox, I get Matchbox, I open it up, I take a look at it, and I'm like, dang, these are good quality for $1. The best quality for a buck. I mean, seriously. And I know in other countries they may be more expensive, they might be less available. I have no idea, but here in the U.S., best bang for your dollar for a quality die-cast replica is definitely Matchbox. Matchbox, you win. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So, if you guys disagree with me, you can go ahead and do that. But I'm just saying from like a detailed, accurately sort of scaled-ish car without exaggerated features. I know I'm making up a lot of stipulations for that, but quality die-cast replica for $1 Matchbox wins. They win. They do. They just do. They win. All right. Should we look at some babes? Here's some babes for you. We got some little 1/64 scale people. Oh, what are these stickers in here for? Oh, can you... What is that? Are those like double-sided tape so you can like stick them in place? What's the deal with that? I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with this. I don't have any of these diorama people yet, besides this, of course. We got to open it. It is a Miho exclusive item. I don't know. It doesn't say how much it's limited to or anything like that. It'd be funny if these were limited edition figures. I have no idea how much they normally cost. This thing has a price tag on it of $10, so I'm guessing that's what he paid for it from a hobby dealer, maybe. I just thought these would be actually kind of comical to show. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's make the scene. Should we make the scene? All right, I'm gonna make this scene. This scene here. So we got Babe in kind of a greenish, yellowish bikini. We got Babe in a white bikini. And we got 2 buckets of water. We got a bikini car wash sign of some sort. Well, kind of odd. You think it would be like a sandwich board sign that would sit like that, but that's printed upside down if so. We got an error? I don't know. And then we get purple bikini babe and orange bikini babe. So as far as the detail on the girls, they look fairly detailed, I guess. I don't know. As much as you can for these little tiny features. This one's got like flip-flops on. No, this one does too. Anyway, let's create the scene. Let's actually do it on this one since the bed is already down. Why not? So we got her. She's back here. She's SOS padding up here. They're just getting it. I don't know what they're doing. Obviously, you wouldn't be washing this thing. So we'll put her in the back. This other one's gonna get some of the dirt off of the tires. Sure. Where do we put the other one? This one's just wringing that thing out in the bucket. I'll put her right there. And then we got this one. It's washing the hood. I mean, it does work, I guess. And then, of course, we got the sign for the bikini car wash. Right here. She's creepily looking right at the camera. We don't have her angled in there correctly, but I think this is this a mistake? Like, what's the deal with that? And then furthermore, what's the deal with these? I gotta think that these are like probably double-sided little tape dots that you can stick on the ground so these things don't move. Right? I mean, what else would they be, really? Let's put her, she's creeping me out. We're gonna put her, I don't know, looking that way, I guess. It works, sure. Maybe I'll get more of these diorama figures. I really would like, I need to get into diorama. I can't, though. I'd like to get into diorama building and take really cool pictures like that. I don't have the time, guys. Maybe eventually I will. We'll see. Maybe I can get my kid into it when he gets a little bit older. Maybe he'll like doing that. Probably not, but we'll see. All right, thank you guys very much for watching another episode. Thanks again, Surplus Goodies, for helping me with these trucks. I really do appreciate it. It really, I'm very thankful. So thank you. And you guys have yourself a great day.